Yes, guys, after this point, it's being recorded now, just in case if you need. And what we are going to do is we have a scenario, and you will be acting as a cybersecurity specialist that you are working in a bank, and you have some suspicious activity in your system. That means somebody from outside try to get different people's accounts. They try to make some injections, and we will go ahead and analyze them, and let's see how it looks like. So time to time, I will be switching my screens because right now I have two screens. I have a one environment on that screen, and I have another environment on my another screen because I need to show you a little bit about what is the HTML, what is the JavaScript, what is the PHP script, and why we need so, because the PLW was not going that much in deep. And yeah, so let me just start from this one. And perfect. So right now we are doing the activity 2.3.4. So I already started my environment. So I believe we have a more than 1 hour on my time, but I think that will be good enough for that. So the first of all, I need to make my connection. So right now I need to go to my bank account, and right now this is kind of not real account, not real website. They just made this website for us to play with. So of course we cannot go with a real website because even if you want to work with a real website, so you need to be on them system. So you need to have the username and password. So this is kind of for training. And also, before logging to that website, I want to open my Wireshark. And what is the Wireshark is just tracking my packets. So I have a different packets. And by the way, by saying packets, let me just remind it one more time, just to make sure that we know what we are doing. Imagine that we have one computer over here and we have another computer one over here, and I want to send a file from one location to another location. It doesn't matter how big your file is. It may be a small file, it can be a big file, but that is important that your file is very important. I mean, it should be secured. So imagine that I have a file and my file is going to be split in small packets. So right now I have a packet 1, packet 2, packet 3, and 4. So as much as we need. And because whenever we send something from one location to another location, it has a capacity. So maybe this line says that I cannot hold more than 2 packets. Okay, so we are sending the packets to that line, and it goes to that location. Whenever the computer receives, it sends the back message saying that, hey, I got your first packet and I'm ready to receive the second one. So after that, I'm going to send my second one. So these packages are very, very, very small. It's not a megabytes, it's not a gigs, it's like even kilobytes. It's very, very small. So for example, if you want to send one picture, which looks like very small, but maybe we'll be using the hundreds or even thousands of the small packets, and that is going to be sent to another person. That is good. So we know, we have our understanding. Now, what I'm going to do is this Wireshark is helping me to track the packets and try to help me to identify which computer using and from which Mac they are sending. And even it helps me to see inside what is being sent. So by saying that, so imagine that you have a Wireshark over here. So you are the cybersecurity specialist in your company, and you are sitting here. So whenever the packets is being sent, you are able to see inside what is going on. Not only track from which IP to which IP it was sent, and also you can look inside what is going to be sent. Why it is important? Because maybe not a person is sending, maybe there's another bad guy is sitting here and he is sending something. So your responsibility, like in cybersecurity specialist, is trying to look inside. If they are trying to hurt my server, if they are trying to get some scripts to get some more important information and send it back. So we will analyze them just in a second. So before diving to my website, I want to open the Wireshark. Let me just put them on the side. So we will see every single action. We will see what is going on over here. So if I just run it, it will give me all website, but I will say that it's not a port 3389. Don't worry about what I did so far. We're going to talk about ports later on. But right now, just keep in mind that I'm just trying to analyze one port only. Do you remember that every single device, if you are working in the server, so let's imagine I have my huge server over here and I have a different ports. So one of the ports is open to internet, another port is open to my local network. So one of the ports is open to my printers, another port is open to my like webcams and so on and so on and so on. So whatever connection I have a ports. So I'm just saying that hey, I want to analyze all ports, but neither 339 89. Oops, it's not a 78, it's 89. And let me just run it. Perfect. So right now, you see, I'm not doing anything, but there's a lot of packages are sending and receiving. You see, I'm not doing anything. So, but as long as I'm connected to computers, my computer is starting talking to internet. I'm not doing anything. I'm not closing website. I'm not opening website. I'm not searching anything. But my computer, my device is hooked to the internet and they started to communicate each other. You see? Actually, sometimes it scares me because why my computer sends message? Why my computer sends different packets? So this is how the internet works. So even without our permission, even if you are using your cell phone is being communicated. Yeah. The question is it safe or not? We'll discuss it. So right now, what I will say that hey, I want to get to connect to my web server. So let me just go to here, and do you remember this picture? I'm always showing this picture that is going to be work about. So this is my local machine. So the IP is 172.30.06. What does it mean? That is my environment. So you see that I have my Windows, I have my start button, I have my Wireshark, and so on and so on and so on. And that we have a server that is a website located. So the website that you see, the Bank of Virgil, I don't know what is the meaning of the Virgil. So that is located here on this on the IP 172.30.013. Okay. So right now I will tell my the Wireshark, hey, I don't want to analyze all of them. You see, I have my ports like in DNS, TCP, da 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 da. Let me just filter it because right now I have a lot of packages going on. Since it's going to be a huge mess, I will say the HTTP content type, which is I'll explain just a second what I'm doing. IP source, which is equal to 172.303 and 13. Did I miss anything? I didn't put a dot here. Now, so what I did is I will say that, hey, I want to get all transactions that is happening with HTML. You see, I have a TCP, I have a ARP and different stuffs. So I just want to make a little bit filtering because I want to analyze the HTML packets only. And also, not all of them, only HTML that is going to that server. You see, that is a 172.30013. So I want to analyze all HTMLs, like in all HTTP stuffs that goes to that one. So let me just click it. Perfect. It is working, but no package was sent yet, which is absolutely okay because I'm not working on my website yet. So whatever I'm going to do on that website, it is going to show over here. Okay, so that is the number one. So right now what we are doing is we are going to training. So right now we are going to train ourselves how to find the packages, how to analyze them and see what is going on. And after that we have three different cases and we will analyze them. So by saying training, so what I mean, Let me go here, and the username and password it's already provided in the PLW. So what I can say that it's admin. Please don't do it to me. Okay. So the username is admin and the password is a password. So I'm logging here. Perfect. You see, I just log it, and how many packages was sent? Yes, perfect. That means at least it works. So yeah, whatever I'm doing here, it happens here. But also you can say that, let's get my pen. You can say that here is another person. Let's imagine that is a person A. He is something doing on the computer, and that is a person B. That is you, and you are trying to see what he is doing. Actually, but since we are doing as a one person, I can call it person A and person B. So we will do something on the website, and we will analyze ourselves what we did here. Okay, so we just kind of training ourselves. Perfect. So what I need to do, what I want to do is I will go to the site security, and I will just make it, it's not high, I will make it low, and I'll submit it. You see, so whatever I do, it gives the action over here. Perfect. Now I will go to my this website. Actually, this is kind of the guest book. So the bank is saying that, hey, I'm giving you a lot of services. Can you just put some comments on my website? So what I'm going to say, I say, like, hey, my name is Mike, and please, it's not. Yes, guys, that's why the cloud technology. What I need to do is I need to refresh it. I hope it will not wait that much long. So yeah, it is going to be refreshed. Perfect. So we are in the same. So right now I'm a guest. I will just say my name is Mike. So that is Mike, and I will say thank you for your services. And I will just post it, and my message is over here. Perfect. So my name is my name, and I made my comments here. And also I can see here what I did. Perfect. But do you remember that in the previous assignments, we learned that sometimes people are not sending messages, they are sending some scripts. Uh-oh, what does it mean, script? Basically, what is happening now? It's happening that that website, it gets this information, whatever they type as a string, and they just publish it over here, which is good. So that is how the back end is working. So right now, what I'm going to do is I will switch my screen from one screen to another one to show how the HTML works and how the JavaScript and so on works, just to have some idea. Okay, let me stop sharing. Where is my stop sharing? And I will share my screen again one more time from this one. Perfect. So sorry guys, I will not look in the camera. I need to look on that way, and I do believe you are seeing my second screen. Just to make sure, guys, what you see, do you see the Atom and Google, or do you see my PLTW, just to make sure that we are in the right position?
I see the Atom and Google page.
Perfect. So that is good. So what is the Atom is? The Atom is, it's a platform where we can write our HTML codes. Do you remember that if you are a Python guy, if you're a Java guy, so, or if you're a JavaScript guy, so every single language, they have a platform that you can put some codes in. The Atom is designed, it is for the to design the HTML website. So let me just go ahead. I will design one of the website. I will say activity 234 HTML. Oops, 234 HTML. So right now, oh, let me just put it A. So right now, I'm just making new website, okay? And I will say HTML, and that code is ready. I'm pretty sure that most of you are familiar with the HTML. If not, we just absolutely okay. And so this class is not, I'm not teaching HTML. I'm not teaching a coding, but just be aware how codes are working, how HTML is working. You see? So right now, what I have, let me just zoom in. Can I zoom in? No, I cannot. So right now, what I have my HTML. I started my HTML. I finished my HTML. I started my head. I finished my head. Where's my head? Here. You see, I started my body. I finished my body. And how can I understand if it's finished or not? I have this symbol. Do you see that? It's kind of slash or division. So whatever is that. So I started my title. I finished my title. Perfect. So imagine that I want to put one hat. I will say that H1. H1 means like in the big head, and I will say welcome to our class PLW at TMSA. Perfect. So I will save it. Let me just copy it. I will just copy it and put it here. Oops, it didn't work. Not that one. Activity, this one. Sorry, yes, this one. Let me put it here, and I will say perfect. So our website is ready. Perfect. So we say that, hey, welcome to our class, PLW at TMSA. And after that, I can work on the body. I can put some pictures. I can put. So this is how the website is working. But this is the static website. Sometimes we need a dynamic website. What is dynamic? That we have the sample from the bank account, or we are using Schoology, we are using the Power School. You see, those websites are dynamic websites. So you have some inputs, teacher have some inputs, and you see the grades. So, and we need to use the script here. So right now on the body, I will say I need to write a script over here. So now here inside between these two scripts, you see I've started my script here and I'm finishing my script here. So right now in between, I can use different language like JavaScript, or I can use the PHP. So they started making some codes, some crazy codes over here to make my website. So this is how the websites are working. Perfect. So we have this understanding. Let me come back to the PLTW. I will share my screen. Let me take all these stuffs to the side. I'm sorry, my website is okay. So right now, some like the IT guys, they are saying that, hey, I know how you designed your website. I know how the back is working. And now I will tell that, hey, my name is Peter. I will not send a message, but I will send a script. I will send a script and let's see if it's working. Now, they are going to send this script. Uh-oh, you see, the script starts here and it's finished over here. Okay, and that document.write, it's a function, it's a syntax of the, I believe it's a JavaScript or something. And after that, they have a header of H1 and they're finishing here. Let me just type all of them here and see what is that. I will make it fast because I already practiced that. So that is my script. Please, it's not writing. Ah, sorry. Yeah, guys, I need to restart it. Does it happens to you too, guys? You're trying to type something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, the only thing what we need to do is to refresh it. Perfect. So right now, you see, I'm acting as a hacker. What I'm doing right now, that I'm going to inject not a text that I, as a usual customer, I need to do, but I will put some scripts and let's see if that script is going to work. So I will say that is my script. I will open script. I will close my script. And after that, I will say that, what was that? It says document.write, document, oops, dot write. And after that, open the close parentheses. After that, we have two quotations. And after that, we had these two. So that is my H1. H1 stands for the header that we did in practice. And that is a closing my H1. And in between, I can give the message. The message is, you have been hacked. Okay, so let me just put it here. You have been hacked. Let me put that one. So let's see what is going on. If I click it, wow, it worked. Perfect. So what does it mean? It means that this website is open, is kind of available to be hacked because it's not secured. So that message box is accepting my script. I just tested. And can you imagine what hackers can do? So they can send from here to the server to retrieve the important information and send, put it back here. That is, wow, that is something else. So let's see if we can catch it. So let's see right now, I will open the Wireshark. Let me just enlarge it. Imagine that you just suspected that something is going on. Somebody is trying to put different injections in my codes. Do you remember, guys? We have a three section. That is a section one, that is a section two, that is a section three. That is all about list. So in the section one, you just see from what location to which location it was sent, and all details are here. So if I click on that packet, it gives the information regarding that packet only. If I click on this one, it gives a different. And that one is all about encryptions, and we are going to learn encryptions in the unit 4. So don't worry about that one. By the way, let me just go ahead. I will close it. So we don't need that encryptions. Now, I will try to find I will try to find that package that was sent as a script over here. Okay, so what I can do is I will just go to my edit. I will say that, hey, I want to find a packet. Right now, we have only few packets, but can you imagine that you have thousands of them? And it will take you forever if you go one by one and analyze it. Go to the second one and analyze it. But if you suspect something and if you know some keywords, how to find it, so it will be easy for you. By the way, sometimes the cybersecurity, there's a different fields. Some of them are just the person who is trying to find something and report to somebody. So in cybersecurity field, they have a different layers, like in different positions. And the very basic position, and the people just sitting here in Wireshark, they are just making documentations. So they're trying to catch the packet and send to the people who are going to deal with them. So right now we are going to act as that one. Imagine that we have a message saying that, hey, we have some suspicious stuff is going on. So right now I will go to my edit, I will go to the find packet, and I know, you see, let's imagine that you analyzing that website and you just saw that one and you're just kind of panicking. Who made it? I want to find that person and report it. So I have this message. Let me just go ahead and find it. So I will say that you, oops, please don't do it. Come on, guys. Sorry, I don't know why they are doing so. I need to restart it. Even if we are in the 21st century, so still the system is not work perfectly. So I have this message. Let me just type a couple keywords from here. I will say that you have been, and so on and so on. I think these three words is good enough. It says that I couldn't find it. I will say, hey, it's not a field, it's a string, because if you are kind of coding right now, so you know what is the integer, you know what's the float, and you know what's the string. The string stands for is a text, okay? So I'm selecting text, but also I will tell that, hey, do not search that in the list, but search it in the details. So I need to specify it here. You see the packet details. So right now I'm trying to search it. I will say find, and it is finding for me. So I believe that package. Oops. So let me just open it. Yes, that way you can find it. By the way, yeah, it was capital. Or let me just have been. It says it was not found. Why? Yes.
It may be the
It,
case sensitive. Oh,
Okay, sensor. Yes, I put it here. It says that it's over here. So that message was sent from this package, and I can analyze it. So I can say that, hey, this package is suspicious. What I can do is I will just report it. I will say, hey, from this MAC address to that MAC address, it was sent, and I will just report it to the people, like into the department, saying that, hey, the communication between these two guys is not the proper. Can you take care of that? So that is one of the ways to make it. So yeah, that is one scenario that we have for today. Let me just close it, and we are going to analyze the second one. Perfect. So right now I have my bank open it. I will open another Wireshark because we are going to analyze something different now. And let me just say that that is not port 3389. Let me analyze it. So right now Guys, I don't know, something is not working properly. Let me just close it. I had a class just early before and it was working. It's not a 43389. Yes, it's working. So right now, the communication between my computer and internet is happening. Now my computer just sending or receiving different packages. And now I will say that HTTP, the content type, content type. Perfect. So right now, that is a website. And also we have some ping. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the ping. So the ping is working if you want to test if your computer is connected to the internet. Imagine that you have a device. We are not talking about servers right now. Imagine that you have a device, you have a computer in front of you, and you're trying to find if you have internet connection or not. So basically what we are doing, we just going to the one of the browsers, we just making Google. If the Google is working, that means we have internet, but not all the time. So basically what we are doing is we are just going to the CMD. I do hope you're familiar with this platform. So every single Windows, they have it. So you can just say ping and whatever is. So you can say ping google.com, or you can give the specific, the IP number. So I will give 172.30. Oops. It's .30.0.13. So right now, what I'm telling my computer, I put a comma. Sorry, guys. .13. So right now, what I'm telling my computer is saying that, hey, computer, can you send a ping? It's like a ping pong ball. Can you just send one small package and see if you have a connection, if you are talking to each other? You see, right now, it is going to send 3 different packages. So packet number 1, number 2, number 3, actually 4. And it says that, yes, I sent 4 different packets and that computer received. So you have a communication and you can start making some work. Or even you are working in a Mac. Let me just show, not from the PLW, but I will show from my computer. I will say that is terminal. Let me bring over here. You see, that is the terminal that is working on any Mac. So from the Mac, I can say that ping google.com. So right now, I'm just, it's not a ping, it's ping, P-I-N-G, google.com. So I'm just testing. I'm just sending a small packets to Google just to make sure that we are talking. So we have a communications. If I run it, it is going to send couple, I believe 4, 5, 6. It's going to keep sending. Yes, it's just sending a lot. So my Mac is connected to the internet, so they are talking to each other. So let me just close it. But in this website, what the bank says that, hey, do not go to the CMD, do not go to the terminal. You can test your ping from my website, and you can see if the website that is working. So what I can do is 172.0. Let them put it 6. So I just make a ping, nothing pop out. So I will just 172.3.0.13. Something popped up. I just did again. So it's not popping up. Let me just do one more time. I will not touch it, please. Yes, perfect. So it says that, hey, I already made a ping for you. So I send 3 different pings, 3 different packets to the server, to the 1.3, and you have a connection, which is okay. So actually, the bank is helping me to make a ping to see if the connection is working. But the hacker says that, hey, if you have that available, let me just inject some scripts over here and let's see if I can do something on it. So let me just inject that script, which is like netstat dash n something something. So let me just put it here and let's see if it's working. So I will say it's 172.3.0.6 and what was that? And netstat, it's netstat n. Actually, these codes are real, but please be aware. Don't try it somewhere else. That is illegal, guys. This is one of the scripts, but there's a different types of the scripts. What you can do is, for example, you are in a college, you are in universities, and you want to like to go to that system and get all grades to see what other people's grades are. So you can just inject some SQL codes and get those information. But keep in mind, it's not legal. We just testing, we just training. Okay, perfect. So what I think is, let me just submit it. I'm just waiting. Poof. You see? So I'm just blowing the server. I'm saying, hey server, I will just give you comment. Can you please give me all information? So actually, I don't need to see it. I'm not allowed to see it. But by sending those scripts, I can see what is going on now. You see? And also, you can track over here what is going on by searching that IDs and so on and so on and so on. So whatever I put a script over here, I can find it. I can find it here. So I can find who sent it, from which Mac they sent it, and what script they used to make it. You see? Do you remember we put a netstat and so on and so on? So you can put that script on these packages. So the Wireshark is helping me to analyze all of them and to see what is going on. So any questions about training that we had so far? Because right now we will go to the different scenarios, but I just want to make sure that you understand what is going on. Let me see on the chat. The chat is empty. Are you with me, guys? Perfect. So in this activity, let me just close it. Let me close it. I will not save it, and I will go to my setup. I will just reset my database. By saying database, what I mean, do you remember that we injected some scripts? We sent some scripts, so we will say that, hey, can you just delete all of them? So all of them are deleted, and we are going to have a blank website. So from this activity, let me just minimize it. We have activities over here. Do you see the folder? And right now we are doing the activity 234. That is the last activity from the 2.3. So if you look inside, we have three different captures. So what is that capture is, they just run the Wireshark, they just record it, and they save that file here. By the way, when if you're working in the company, so the Wireshark is working all the time, but time to time they are saving and they are sending the packages to the cybersecurity specialist. So, for example, your duty is to analyze the capture one. So you will be sitting down for a whole day and you will analyze the capture one and capture two. But there will be a lot of capture. So your department, you will splitting your responsibilities and you are going to capture that. So let me just open the capture one. You see, it's not doing anything. It's not analyzing because it was already recorded. It was saved. So what the PLW says that, hey, we have three different scenarios. Okay, so that is a packet one. So the exploit number one, you suspected that the hacker is broke into your bank and they just sent some message on the guest book. Okay, let me go to my website. I will just go to my website. I will go to my X stored and I see that, hey, yes. Let's imagine that you see the name is a test and the message is this is a test comment. So my duty is to find who made it, from which Mac it was used. Okay. So what I need to do is I'm just going to filter because we have a different TCP, HTTP, we have a different protocols going on. What I can say that HTTP dot content type, you see? So right now it is going to list HTTPs only because we are working on the website. And after that, I will go to the edit I will try to find it. Let me just say that this is a test comment. I will just a double type of them. This is a test. I think that is enough. It's a red. I will say that is going to be string. And do not look here, but also analyze it in the details. So it is going to analyze on the details. Let me just zoom in. I will make it a little bit larger just to see. And let me just find it. It says, yes, I found it. So that package, you see that package, it has this information. So let me just go ahead. I will find it. Yes. You see somebody put that message. So they use these BRs, they use that one. So I can find it. So perfect. So the package number 211 is belong to that message. You see, that is the first scenario. Let me close it. What is the second scenario? The second scenario is here. Let me just open on the site and let's read what is going on. You suspected that somebody is in a bank in database with unauthorized access. Uh-oh. Somebody is trying to get to my website with not authorized access. How we can find it? And so on and so on. So they're giving some hints. And also number three, they have some SQL injections. Do you remember that SQL injection that we put the IP number and we did netstat? So somebody is trying to get those information, you see? So you suspect that unauthorized hacker is exploiting the bank to execute tools to snoop all critical system data. So they are trying to retrieve those information. So how we can catch it, how we can find that guy. And this is the activity number three, and you need to take a snapshot of each of them. So yes, guys, I think I'm done for now. Let me just go ahead. I will pause it.